main areas of focus and the need for us to recognize the fact that the fight against child labor is not going to be in Kampala or at the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development headquarters. This fight must be taken to the communities. This fight must be taken to the homesteads. This fight must be led by leaders at all levels, and starting with the LCs, because as you know, within the mandate of the LC leaders, the vice chairperson of every LC has the responsibility for ensuring child issues are adequately addressed. The protection of children, rights of children are all bestowed, that responsibility is bestowed upon the vice chairpersons of all LCs. So for me, the fight is right at homestead level, is right within the leadership structures, and beyond the LCs. We have, I've talked about the parish development model as giving us an opportunity, not only for economic empowerment or for stimulating increased production at parish level, but also for ensuring that issues to do with social services, delivery, matters, education are all addressed within the parish model pillars. I hope we are aware that the parish, the PDM has pillars, and although many times we tend to focus on the pillar where people are given money for financial inclusion, there is a pillar that has to do with social sectors, health, education, water, and all these matters are supposed to be taken up under that pillar. So we need to work with the leadership at all levels to mainstream issues of child labor, because at parish level, at village level, every leader ought to know even the number of children, not only children that are born, but children with disabilities, children that are not able to go to school, children that are stunted. All that information sits with the leaders at that level. And children that are not going to school and engaged in what we are calling or defining as child labor should be known. So at our level here, yes, we provide leadership, we coordinate the fight, but that fight must be taken to the local government level and through the established structures. And those structures are reinforced by other societal structures or layers. You have a number of actors, the faith organizations or faith institutions. You have the church. The church is addressing issues of children. The church is addressing issues of family. The church is addressing issues of the youth. The Muslims are doing the same. The Adventists are doing the same. So if we leveraged all these institutions, we can do a much better work. You have the civil society organizations, the NGOs that are working within this space. So the fight against child labor brings on board a number of players. But we've also, in our case, in matters labor, we talk of the social partners. Government on the one hand, you have the workers and you have the employers. And that is why even here I'm flanked by representatives from the Federation of Uganda Employers, who are supposed to be joined by representatives of the unions of workers. All of them are part of this effort to ensure that we reduce the numbers of children that are trapped into this vice of child labor. I did make mention, the statistics in here, we are talking about a figure of 2021. We talked about the 4 million of 2019-2020. But the most recent survey has put this figure at 6.2 million. So between 2020 and 2024, the incidence of child labor has increased from 4 million to 6.2. And that is unacceptable. In a country where there is an opportunity for free education, we cannot allow to have 6 million of our children held back and assigned responsibilities that stifle their development. So, decentralizing the fight, I entirely agree, and it is part of our strategy. Key areas of focus include building capacity right from village level to fight child labor. We have labor officers in all districts in this country. While the labor officers would ordinarily be expected to champion this fight, they will not be working alone, because issues of stifling children development are not a preserve of labor officers. We have community development officers throughout this country. We have social probation and welfare officers, and all these, together with the leadership at district and all other subnational levels, are expected to play a role in the fight against child labor. Ours will be to organize them. Ours will be to deploy these resources, not at our level, but at their level, taking into account the areas where the incidence is quite high or is higher than in other places. So we'll be able to prioritize with the resources that have been made available. But allow my commissioner to come and talk about the areas that are most hit by this problem of child labor.